is it not generating? Oh, hello, guys. Because I'm not liked around here, I can't have a certain person on the panel. Christian Toker, come up. I'm trying to find a prompt. You hit decline. Wow. Hi, Mr. Christian Toker. Oh, I'll just invite you up.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Mr. Christian Toker.
It's Talker, but it's fine.
Oh, is that how you pronounce it? I didn't know.
Yeah, I think Christian Talker was taken. Or maybe I just spelled it that way because TikTok only has one K in it. But I really should have put the like double K because now everybody calls me Toker.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe I can still change it. I'll find out.
All
What's
right,
up, my
fine.
guy?
What? Huh?
So maybe I'll try to change it if there's a way to.
Oh, okay. Is your profile pic supposed to be like an anime version of Elvis or something?
It's a Space Dandy.
What the heck is that supposed to be?
Space Dandy is a space trucker who visits lots of like Hooters
Oh my
and
gosh.
and he like he's like a smuggler. He's like a Han Solo type.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but he's also hilarious.
Okay. We
Yeah,
like
he's
my
he's,
profile
he's
pic?
like he's like a Han Solo type. That's the best way to describe him.
Ah, I see. I'm not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing because I don't know. Han
Well,
Solo. It's been. I don't know. I think it's been done dirty.
what do you mean?
He got a terrible solo movie, which I didn't even see, and he also died.
What?
And
The movie was good. I liked that Solo movie. It wasn't that bad.
That was the only Star Wars movie I haven't seen. It's like this is seriously.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I think that would be the worst one, even though I haven't seen it. And that's saying something because there's a lot of bad ones. Um,
That is definitely saying something. Yeah.
yeah, I think the
Okay.
best one is Revenge of the Sith.
I think the best one for me is Rogue One.
Yeah, that one's really good though. I have to admit, yeah.
Yeah, Rogue One was really good. Um, what's your question here? Pragmatically pro-choice?
Yeah, if you're pragmatically come up.
Oh, okay, so we probably agree. You're not pragmatically pro-choice.
No, no way.
Nice. Common W. You know, I've had this really hard question that keeps getting asked to me. It goes, would Jesus be in support of rights violations?
It depends on like what you mean by rights. Like if you're saying this typical bodily autonomy thing, I mean we don't really have that. I would say
Right.
it really depends what you mean. He obviously wouldn't. Dang it!
What happened?
No, I'm playing hockey and I got cooked.
Oh, no worries. Um, yeah. And then, they'll ask me, like, can you show us an example in the Bible of Jesus resolving a rights violation and how he does so? And then, like, I'm struggling to do that.
Well, I
Mm.
don't think there's really any because it's a really big presupposition that under the Christian view there are rights. Um,
You don't think we have rights under Christian view?
I would say you can. It's hard to argue. I would say there's rights. I actually came up with an argument. There's rights if obligations are fulfilled, and only if obligations are fulfilled.
Interesting.
So, like the Ten Commandments, I would say that if the Ten Commandments are fulfilled, we would have rights, but only if.
Right. Yeah, well, exactly. It's like an internal critique, right?
Yeah,
But you don't have to accept the Ten Commandments to have rights, right?
no, I would say that's the strongest argument for it. I would say it's hard to argue
That we have rights?
without religion. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, without religion, that, like, I'm only interested in internal critique. I really don't care what, uh, the Gentiles believe.
yeah.
But
Well, I'm
yeah,
only interested in what the Catholics believe.
even without Ben, nobody supports your secular view, man. We're just strong Christians up here, man. Can't relate. Can't relate to you.
I'm not saying you can't argue with it, but I say it's hard. Oh, I forgot the guest requests aren't on. Oh, I should probably put them on. Let me. It's not secular. It's kind of hard to run a live and have a controller at the same
Callum,
time.
Callum. Abortions will still happen if we ban abortion. Yeah, we agree. Only thing is they're going to be way less than if abortion is legal, and that's just something we would strive for. It's like telling me, like, well, even if you ban grape is still going to happen. Yeah, we're still going to stop like lots of grapes. I'm not going to be rude today. I'm going to be nice. You unintelligent person. That's all. Abortion isn't grape. I didn't say that. I didn't say that abortion is grape.
Um, are you interested in becoming a Catholic?
Yeah, I'm looking into it.
What do you think? Is it
I think
true?
I have a long way to go.
Oh, okay. Well, if you have any questions, I
Oh,
can
of
hook you up.
course. Yeah, no, uh, always down to learn more. First, I'm definitely gonna finish my Bible, 66 books, and then I'll start on everything else.
Ah, okay.
So I'm still got a long. That's why I said I got a long way to go. I'm open to anything, like whatever I find to be the most, have the most reasons to obey it or follow it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fluffy, yeah, I know I compared them, but it's because his argument was that by banning abortion, abortions would still occur. Like, I agree with that, but obviously I'm just trying to lessen the abortions.
Yeah, because people have been complaining, I can't let a Mr. Somebody up on the panel anymore.
You can't what?
I can't let somebody on the panel anymore.
Oh, who is it?
He's actually who he is. He's who the prompt is actually kind of based off of.
Genesis?
Yeah.
What happened to him? Why can't he
A
come
lot
up?
of people are complaining about me, so I can't really have him on the panel anymore.
Oh, Christians are complaining about you.
Well, my own mods actually.
Unlucky dude.
A lot of people don't want to be mods anymore, and a lot of people, yeah. So the second time, people didn't want to be mods with me after what happened in the debate, and now after this.
Dude, guest requests are still off. But
Oh, I forgot.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, like you don't really take a stance, so I don't I don't
Yeah,
have
I'm
a problem.
unbiased to the look. I made like multiple apology videos about what happened,
What did
and
happen? You're talking about the Stitch and Genesis one?
yeah,
Oh, I don't see a problem with that. What was the problem?
the debate, and like I literally made an apology video. So I don't know why everybody's harping on me.
Yeah, but well, why would your mods want to leave because of that? That's dodge number one. It's just gonna be a yes or no question.
Because they always have to find a reason to not. I don't know.
W women, thank you, Kiki. We'll keep it up. Appreciate you. Just trying to please women out here.
Modal logic. What's your age for TikTok?
B?
Huh?
He's underage. I know him. He's underage. You can kick
Oh.
I'm
him.
not under. What?
Wait, is that Ben?
Yeah, he's underage. You can just kick him. You don't
Wait,
even
is
have to
that
ask.
Ben? Wait. It sounds like Ben.
Yeah, this is Ben. My main account got fucking slimed, bro.
Dude, another curse word. You've only spoken 2 sentences, bro.
Oh. Yeah. We'll just move on then. Okay. Wooglin. I don't know how to say that. What's your age?
Got it. Wooglin, 39.
Oh, what do you think about the prompt? I'll be right back. By the way.
I don't think abortion should be banned at all, but I'm curious if you believe this solely for abortion, and I assume this is biblically based. And if you're making this as a biblical argument for abortion, would you also have the Bible like guide you on the legality of everything else?
Not necessarily.
Obviously,
Then why are we picking and choosing?
yes, the Bible is the arbiter of truth.
Well, not just the Bible. There's also the infallibility of the one true church, like the Eastern Orthodox Church, obviously.
I would say Catholic Church for that too.
I hate the rhetoric.
What do you mean you hate the rhetoric?
But again, when you're starting to pick and choose, like then you're just opening yourself up for like even
I'm not
just
picking and choosing anything.
sorry, somebody said that they would not apply the biblical standard to the rest of the laws, just abortion.
I said not necessarily.
Not the biblical laws, not the Levitical laws, but or maybe not the laws within the justification of the Old Testament, because it was reaffirmed in the New Testament, along with the infallibility of the one true church, that justification is sought through the New Testament and Jesus' word.
What about like fornication?
Would you simply-
Michael?
Fornication is a sin.
Would you ban it?
Would I ban fornication?
Yeah, that's what he's referring to.
No, actually, I was thinking something else. I was thinking of another one of the 10 Commandments.
No, those aren't legally restricted in the Bible, though. Those are just moral acts that you shouldn't do.
Well,
I mean, stealing is kind of illegal in some. I mean, stealing. I mean,
I
stealing.
said fornication, not stealing.
No, but no, you said the 10 Commandments. So, like, I mean, it is to some degree illegal. I mean,
Yeah,
most.
what is legally
The whole point.
restricted?
The whole point is that the legal restricted domain is what I'm concerned with what the one true church has to say about it, right?
So you're just adopting not the biblical stance, but the denominational stance.
No, both. They're both infallible.
Well, that's what you believe, but other Christians don't subscribe to that same belief.
And they're wrong. They're heretical.
W.
So you just get to write off the majority of Christianity?
Yeah.
I could say they're Christians, but they're heretical, and not the majority of Christianity, because the majority of Christianity follows the apostolic succession.
They could say the same thing about you then.
Okay, and that's when we have debates, and figure out whether or not somebody's argument for the proposition is sound, right? That's kind of the whole point.
But when you're automatically saying my faith is right, your faith is wrong, end of story, how do you debate that?
You gather evidence in favor of one side of the proposition, and then try to elaborate on the logical
But again, you're saying that
continuity
your
of.
side is infallible. That's you can't argue against that.
Uh-huh. What are you Of course you can argue against that. Like supporting
You don't
somebody could
understand
ask you
infallibility
like
then.
why do you support somebody could ask you like why do you support the infallibility of the Eastern Orthodox Church given their other considerations for another church. You can probably talk about the filioque, the miaphysitism, the monophysitism. You could talk about those things to instantiate whether or not the church has genuine infallibility, right? That's kind of the whole point.
But if you actually truly believe that your
That's like saying this. If there are two moral agents that have disagreements on a proposition, then well, you have disagreements, so there's nothing you can do. Well, that's just not true. That's the point of these debates, right? Where there's two negated points in a proposition, or two people that affirm two propositions that are, well, two parts of a proposition, right? Like if somebody's pro-life and if somebody else is pro-choice, you discuss whether or not the truth-making functions are actually there, whether or not the argument is sound, whether or not the argument is valid, whether or not the contents and the argument are justified, whether or not you're justified in believing that proposition is true, whether or not all types of things, all right? Like I know this debate panel isn't particularly about normative ethics or metaethics, but the whole point is like there are plenty of parts in philosophy that you can point to, like epistemology, you can point to logic, you can point to all types of things to attempt to have an argument about a proposition and deliberate whether or not the argument is sound against the opposing hypothesis, right? That's the point.
And I hear you about that, but you've kind of created a circular logic where you're going to point out all the reasons that your denomination believes it to be infallible. But again, if you believe that your argument is infallible, you're not really open to anything else.
What are you talking about?
Do you understand what infallibility is?
Yep.
Okay. Then if you believe that your argument, your side is infallible, you are not really going to be listening and like taking in the other side.
That's not true at all. There are people that's just straightforwardly false, right? Like there are Catholics
you don't
that
believe that your
just
side
just
is
hold on.
infallible.
Just hold on. Okay, and your mind can change, right? Like the facts are stance independent. Whether or not you access the facts that are true stance independently are through your intuitions and through your mental states, right? So if you're convinced of another side actually being infallible, it's just the case that that side was infallible stance independently. It's just the case that your mind was changed and you have differing beliefs. Of course, your mind can change with an objective fact or an objective standard, right?
But if you actually do change from your side of infallibility to something else, that means your side was fallible all along.
No shit.
So again, how are you going to actually argue infallibility here?
Dude, oh my god. Are you okay? Like, are you listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have some patience. Yeah, Woodman, what are you saying? Are you saying that one of us can't be right? Is that all you're trying to say?
I'm saying if you argue from a standpoint of infallibility on your side, you are not truly open to a counter argument in any way,
That's
shape,
not
or
true
form.
at all. What's the argument for that?
Again, a claim of infallibility that my side has it right. We have said and done everything. Nobody can disprove it because we are just right. We are.
You understand that's question begging? That's the claim that I have put into contention that I'm trying to have you elaborate on, and you just reevaluated and reestablished the very claim that you already gave.
Because when you claim that you are infallible, you are saying that there is nobody that you can
This
even
guy's
question this.
Look, okay, let me walk you through this slowly, okay? Maybe from a different standard. Let's say somebody has a metaethical view that moral statements are truth apt, stands independently, and you access the moral truth-making features in the natural world, right? Like they're a naturalist about metaethics. And one day, they all of a sudden stumble upon some reductio against their view and it
Why-
proves their view wrong,
Why
then
are we
they'd
going
probably
into this
change their idea.
meta-ethical kind of stuff when the prompt literally says no meta ethics?
I gave you a example. Do you understand?
That is meta ethics when the prompt says no meta ethics.
I gave you an example. We're not debating metaethics, obviously. I just gave you an example. Okay?
Yeah, as an example, literally the prompt says no normative or
Oh my
meta
gosh.
ethical discussions, right? You're discussing meta ethics.
No, we're not.
You are. You literally
Oh
just
my
said
gosh. I guess
meta-ethics.
if you're discussing a topic, it just means lightly dabbing into it on your view. That's like very stupid and idiosyncratic. I don't think people actually accept that way of understanding, right? People don't typically associate themselves with discussing some view if they just say two words inside of the view. Typically that's not a discussion about a view. I gave you an example. Maybe the example could be like this. Let's say somebody has the view. Let's say somebody has. Let's say somebody has the view that it is stance independently true that a moral agent deserves something. Okay. Now it comes to be the case. They give an argument for their view. Somebody else proves it wrong by giving a reductio or doing something. They'll either change their view or work on addressing it. So even if I claim that a church is infallible, and if I'm somehow proven wrong, then I would probably try to make an adjustment about my view or change my view.
So you don't actually believe that it's truly infallible.
My God. Yo,
If you what does infallible mean to you, Woodland?
That it is.
dude, this guy is
Right?
clueless.
It is it's not even able to be challenged. It is the inevitable, ultimate truth of the matter. There is no question about it. There is any acceptance
Well,
of it.
that's not true. Infallibility just means not wrong. Something that is not able to be wrong.
Not able to be wrong. Yeah, you can't even challenge it in any way, shape,
Yeah,
or form.
of course you can. What are you talking about?
Then it's able to possibly be wrong.
Hey, can I interject
Oh
for like half a
my!
second?
This guy is beyond clueless. He has literally no idea what's
Can I
happening in this
try and help
conversation.
him
Yeah, you can't
understand?
interject, Mr. Catmilk.
I can?
Look, I'll point it to you this direction. Let's say I give you an argument that the Eastern Orthodox Church is the one true church and it's an infallible church. Okay. Let's say something along those lines. That's not even an argument. Let's just stipulate that claim. You ask me for an argument, and I give you an invalid argument or an argument that's not sound. So the premises aren't actually true. I would probably say that I should reevaluate the very argument that I have and access the information that stands independent and change my mind. So whether or not I make a claim about infallibility, the whole point is that there is infallibility. It's just the accessibility of the infallibility is stance independent, and I don't have, because I'm not all knowing, I don't have direct access or direct epistemic warrant to guise that information. So what you could do is something like this: challenge the views, ask for an argument that that church is actually infallible, give reasons that count in favor of that. And if the person doesn't give reasons that count in favor of the infallibility, then they should either change their view or they should try to adjust it. Again, I've said.
I'm simply just questioning your belief, right? Do you actually believe that
Yes.
your church is infallible or not?
Said that twice.
Okay,
3
so
times.
it is ultimately right. There is no way for me to challenge it.
Nope.
So
There is a
you're-
way. There is a way for you to challenge it. I have a
Then you
belief.
don't truly believe that it's infallible.
That's not that, dude. You have no idea what it means to believe something. Then.
Hey,
You can.
Woodland,
You
hold up.
Sounds
This
like he's
is insane.
conflating-
I'm sorry, Modal, but like he's not understanding the way you're putting it. So, Woodland, just
it
try to-
literally cannot be put simply. More simple.
I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna put it in like little baby terms for him. So Woodland, look, dude. If I believe something, right? Do you think it's like impossible for my beliefs to be changed?
Oh, it's absolutely possible for your beliefs to change. Yes.
Okay. So if I believe that it is the absolute truth that something is a specific way, right? I believe that this is the absolute truth. There's no way it can possibly be changed, right? That's my belief. Do you think it's impossible for there to be like some new evidence that is presented to me that would change my belief?
If you truly believe that your current belief is infallible, no, there is nothing you
Contradiction.
could say or
You just
do.
contradicted
Well,
yourself, by
So
the way.
you.
That's a
Okay.
contradiction.
brother.
That's a
Okay,
contradiction, by the way.
let's say I'm like red-green colorblind, right? And
I just wanted to let you know that's a
truly
contradiction.
believe- yeah,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
can explain it to you. The proposition is you can have a belief, a true belief about something and change your mind if there's new presented evidence. And then the negation that you already affirmed is that if you truly believe something, you won't change your mind and it's not open. The contradiction, dude.
An infallible belief is different than a normal belief.
My
Okay,
belief isn't infallible.
Wooglin.
Fuck. I'm
Wooglin.
saying the church is infallible. I have a
Wooglin.
belief that the church is infallible. My belief isn't infallible. Of course, I can be wrong. I'm not saying that I'm infallible. I am not Jesus. I am not the church of the Orthodox.
Sure.
What are you
And so
talking about?
If you believe that you can be fallible, right? Then you
I
have
am fallible.
Okay, perfect. Then fallible individuals cannot create infallible beliefs
What's the argument for that?
because we are fallible creatures. How can an infallible
That's just straightforwardly
fallible
question begging.
creature can Okay, well, it's just simple logic.
No, it's not. It's question begging logic. If you mean by simple logic, you mean a circular argument that's not sound. I mean, sure, if that's what you mean.
Basic definitions right there. An infallible argument cannot be created by fallible creatures.
Okay,
but
and what
Wooglin.
is the argument for that?
Wooglin, the argument isn't that it is an infallible argument. The argument is that he believes it is an infallible argument. So his belief can be changed. New evidence can be provided to him that would change his belief.
Then he doesn't truly believe that it's an
Oh
infallible
my!
argument.
You are stupid.
I told you, cat milk. It can't be put more simply. He just doesn't understand.
Apparently, holy fucking shit, dude.
Y'all can have your logic fun, but it's just simple definitions,
He
boys.
thinks infallible means
No, you don't understand logic.
unfalsifiable.
That's the problem.
He thinks infallible means unfalsifiable. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying we could be wrong. Right?
No, infallibility is unfalsifiable. We're saying that I am not infallible. The church, I believe, is unfalsifiable. But of course, since I'm not unfalsifiable, I can have new evidence that warrants an overriding feature that now is presented to me that church actually is not infallible.
Again, if you believe
Obviously.
that your church, your infallible church, could possibly be proven wrong, then I don't think you truly believe in infallibility.
Okay, yes or no? A belief of a proposition can be disagreed on later, even if you agree with the proposition.
Say it again.
Yes or no? If you have a belief about a proposition, that belief can change.
For some.
No, why for some? Why are you cherry picking?
Well,
You don't
because,
think
again,
that?
some people believe that their beliefs are infallible. Some people believe that they believe in infallible beliefs.
Okay, I'm asking you, is it logically possible? In the logic domain, like in a possible world, do you think it's possible that somebody can have a belief while simultaneously rejecting the belief later down the road?
Oh, absolutely, it's possible.
Okay.
But not for everybody.
Now, is it possible that I can have a belief about an infallible church?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So if it's the case that possibly my belief can be changed in the future, then so could my belief about an infallibility of a church. That's just to restipulate another proposition.
But see, in my mind, if you could actually be swayed from that, that's not a deep held belief.
Modal, do you care if I try one more time?
I just don't. I don't think he understands. Maybe I got to him at the last bit. Maybe he understood what I said just then.
Maybe. I just want to try one more thing, if that's all right with you.
I would actually love to just, I don't think we're going to see eye to eye to this, and that's quite all right. My original question when I came up here was if the Bible should actually dictate the legality of all things within our society or not, or just abortion. So yes, it should. Why?
Because the Bible is an infallible message of God.
Okay. So then, are you going to enforce the Ten Commandments?
Depends what you mean by enforce the Ten Commandments.
Well, make breaking the Ten Commandments an illegal activity.
No,
Why not?
because I don't see anywhere in the Bible where it stipulates that those 10 commandments have to be applied in the law.
You don't actually
The
believe
only time in the Bible where I think that something should be applied in the law is when it says something should be applied in the law, unless there's other considerations that abhorrent that from the church's point of view. Now, if you're going to ask me, like, should
so you're
lying
not
be
actually
illegal?
just relying on the Bible. You're relying on,
it-
again, the church.
No, I'm relying on both. You don't get it.
Maybe
Maybe you don't understand. Maybe you don't understand the apostolic succession. But the point is, I rely on both.
I understand the Orthodox view.
Okay, so I rely on both.
But
Right.
again, so okay, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to get through to you at all because you basically just take that your side is infallible. And
Well, if you can give me a sound argument against my view, then I would listen to you, and I would probably change some parts of my view.
Well, again, you're picking and choosing according to your own personal beliefs and the belief of your denomination.
I'm not picking and choosing anything.
Yes, you are. You have just told me that the 10 Commandments should not, breaking them should not be illegal.
Wait, I think you just blundered there. And listen to the blunder. You said, I think you are trying to apply things you believe in the law. Obviously, I think every single living human being probably tries to apply things that they think are seriously wrong in the law. And if people don't do that, they probably have like weird issues in their brain.
But I'm just going with the 10 Commandments here. Like, I don't understand your rationale for trying to make abortion legal.
It depends on
actually making the breaking of the 10 Commandments illegal.
Because abortion is murder, right? That's why it should be illegal.
Well, not technically under the law. Not even according to the Bible.
I don't care about the law. I'm saying it's unjustified.
Well, you understand that the Bible actually had the unborn child being treated as property, not person, right?
That's not even relevantly close to true.
Well, then you don't know your Bible, sir.
I want you to tell me when a person was treated like property.
Yeah, I can't cite the exact verse right now off the top of my head, but when the unborn child was to be unalived in the mother's womb, the man was to be compensated in terms of it as property.
If you're talking about the bitter waters verse, the woman wasn't even pregnant.
I'm not even talking about that verse.
Hold on. They were not being compensated in terms of like property. The verse words it like eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Like, it's not that they're being compensated in terms of property. It's if you take something from someone else, they deserve to take the same thing from you.
Well, it wouldn't follow anyways, because it wouldn't follow that abortion wouldn't be unjustified, because I mean it's an accidental unaliving versus an intentional. I mean, if you accidentally unalive somebody, we can probably agree that the punishment wouldn't be as high as intentionally unaliving them. I mean, it doesn't follow that because of that verse that it wouldn't be murder.
In some cases, I might even say if you accidentally unalive somebody, there wouldn't be punishment at all, right? Like early miscarriages. There's no punishment needed for something like that. Those are natural biological processes. Well, if you accidentally unalive somebody and it's not a natural biological process, relative to like what humans generally operate as, you're probably doing something wrong. You should probably spend some time in jail. Like if you run somebody over with your motor vehicle on accident, you should probably still be held accountable. But in a case where it's like naturally occurring in your body and something happens accidentally, that's a large distinction, right? And then secondarily, let's just say, wait, what? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. I just want to say that abortion should be legal in some cases, but illegal in others. Do you know?
How old are you?
Do you know what age I am now? Go on, give it a guess, sir.
Just how old are you?
I'm 43 this year.
You're 43?
This year, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to you after we talk to this guy. We'll get to you after the talk to this guy.
Right.
All right, back to what you were saying.
Oh yeah, Gwen. Sorry. Right.
Okay, back to the initial point, right? Like, the whole idea. I don't know what that laugh was.
I didn't laugh at all, lad.
Okay.
He was breathing out. Gwen.
Yeah. So, like, I think you said something about accidental.
Yeah, like the whole point though is addressed to the Levitical laws or the laws that God has commanded, like through the Ten Commandments. When you assess those types of things, they're relative to the proper function of. Thank you for the gifts. They're relative to the proper function of the sin level, like how strengthened the sin is should be relative to your punishment. Like lying is not a humongous sin. Like it's not a serious, super bad sin like abortion is. Right?
Okay,
So
you're
relative to
ranking
those
sins.
so relative to those, it should be punishable by the amount or the extension of the wrongness in the action.
So again, you're ranking sins.
I don't know what you mean by ranking, but I do
You're
think that
saying
there.
that some sins are more severe than other sins.
Yeah, I do think there's a hierarchical level of sins. Yeah,
Interesting.
just
No.
like how I think unaliving a person, just like how I think unaliving a person is much worse than lying.
They are all sins. They are all turning away from God's command.
Hey, Wigglin, have you ever
Yeah,
heard
sure.
the term 7 deadly sins?
Oh, of course I have. Pop culture.
It'd be like reasonable to assume that the 7 deadly sins are probably a little worse than all the other sins.
In God's eye, I don't think so.
What? That's oh my goodness. Do you understand? Even like the one true church, founded by Jesus Christ, they say there's levels to the sins, bro. Like, do you not understand?
I mean, it
Do
just
you
follows us up.
genuinely? Let's assume Christianity is true. Genuinely, do you think that unaliving somebody is at the same level of lying to somebody?
Again, from God's perspective, it is simply disobeying.
That's not an answer to the question. You understand?
Well, but it was exactly that in the garden, right? Like he literally cursed them for all time for eating a fucking apple, right? Was that the heinous sin that deserved to be unalived for all time? Have women have pain?
That wasn't just eating an apple, brother.
That was not eating
just
an apple.
disobeying God, right? At the end of the day.
Oh my gosh, this guy's literally never gonna get it, bro. I don't think he's gonna understand.
I'm sorry you don't like the facts.
You didn't present facts, brother.
I literally presented you with Genesis.
You didn't present me any form of a sound argument to negate what I am saying.
Again, you're wanting to rank sins. I firmly disagree with that.
Okay, and how you justify sola scriptura?
I'm not looking to try and justify that specific thing right now, am I?
Well, it would have to be because I follow an apostolic succession. I think there are multiple forms of infallibility.
No, you think you're infallible. We understand this.
No, I don't think I'm infallible.
Well, your belief system is infallible. That's what
no. Oh my gosh. I think I believe a system. I think I believe a system that's infallible. Not my belief system is infallible.
Okay, but again, you subscribe to this. You've made this your own, so your belief system here is infallible, right?
No, my belief system is not infallible. The thing I believe, I think, is infallible.
Oh, okay.
There's a distinction there.
So you're saying that they could be wrong. You don't think they're wrong.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm glad you could at least admit that there's a possibility that you're completely misguided as shit and that they're completely wrong over there. Appreciate that.
Uh-huh.
Almost like he said that 12 fucking minutes ago.
It's almost like y'all finally got it.
No, you're the one that's finally getting it, brother. He said that 12 minutes ago and you just now realized.
Well, anyway, that thing that I was looking for, quote, and if men struggle with each other and strike a woman with child, so that she has a miscarriage, yet there is no injury, he shall surely be fined as the woman's husband may demand of him, and he shall pay as the judges decide.
Do you
But if there
understand?
is
Do you
further
understand those
injury, then
levels?
you shall appoint as penalty life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand. So it seems like the
I already
woman, the
addressed
adult,
this.
like grown adult, has far more importance than the unborn child. Are we going to rank those two?
Yeah, I already addressed this, by the way.
Okay, perfect. So if we're going to rank them, then abortion's fine, buddy.
That
Wait,
wait,
hold
that's
on, hold on,
wait, hold
hold
on.
on.
No, no. That's a non sequitur, and that's fallacious, right? You could get. Oh, and he ran like a coward.
Wait,
For
wait.
anybody here, I hope to make you understand. That's a non sequitur, and the reason that is because you can give more value to an agent and still come to the conclusion that unaliving them is wrong. Like for example, I think my mom is much more valuable than whoever that moron's mom is, but I would still probably say it's unjustified to unalive his mom. Boom. It's called using logic instead of jumping to conclusions that are unwarranted without premises to back them up. You gave an argument that was not that was non it was a non sequitur. It didn't actually lead to the conclusion that you were trying to derive. The conclusion didn't come from any of the premises that you evaluated. That's like saying this: the sky is green, therefore my PC is black. What? You jumped to a conclusion from a premise that doesn't even lay out any evidence that counts in favor of the conclusion that you're trying to derive.
Well, I said that even if it was the case, it doesn't follow that unaliving somebody accidentally, therefore you can unalive someone in the case of abortion. That would be an accidental death. It doesn't justify the mother intentionally unaliving the child. But yeah.
I just don't think he understands anything that we were saying, and then he ran as soon as he thought he got a gotcha.
I seen that guy before. I think he does that. It's been a long time since I've seen cat milk on my panel. Hi.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah,
What's good?
I'm chilling, waiting for us to play the finals eventually.
Yeah. I'm down. Whenever. After I eat, I'm hungry, man.
I have work from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. this today, guys.
So in 30 minutes?
In an hour and a half.
Oh, you're stupid Central Time. Wow.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so for real. Eastern Standard Time is the only real time zone.
So basically, what you're saying is you live in Florida.
No.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah, by quite a lot.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. You want to take one more guess?
Maine.
No, now you're way too far the other way. I live in Pennsylvania.
Ah.
What, you live there? Are you kidding me?
Well, why? Why is that?
Nah, I live near Pennsylvania, but not in.
Ohio?
I live in New York.
Oh shit, dude! I used to go to New York twice a month.
Yeah, it's pretty lit.
Do you live in the city or just the state?
No, I don't live in New York City. No, I don't live in the city.
I gotcha. Well, I don't know what kind of illicit substances you enjoy, but if
No, I don't do any of that. No, I don't do.
Oh man, I was gonna say we could hang out sometime and like.
Yeah, that's pretty lit.
I mean, I'm down to hang out either way. We don't gotta do stuff like that, but
yeah.
Yo, come on, lock in. Become a virtuous man that God tells you to be.
Fuck no.
What?
What do you like? We could go to Dave and Buster's. That'd be cool.
Yeah, give me food. I want
This
food.
This guy just said, "I'm going to ignore the God that I believe in." What are you doing?
Who the fuck said I believed in God?
No, I think you meant what Ben believed in.
Wait, you're not a Christian?
No, he's not.
Oh.
No, brother. I would like to call myself atheist, but I might go as far as saying I'm agnostic. Like I don't have any proof that God doesn't exist, and I base my beliefs on proof, right? So I don't have any proof that he does exist, therefore I'm not a Christian. But yeah, no, I'm not religious by any means. I'm either atheist or agnostic.
Wow.
Well,
dude, I thought you were a Christian the whole time. I was like, what is this guy talking?
I don't know why you thought that.
No. I knew it. He wasn't one.
No, like I've been doing these debates for like 3+ years. So if you thought that because I was talking about like like some stuff in the Bible with that other guy. It's just that I've picked up some stuff in the past 3 years, you know.
For that long? I thought it was much shorter. I thought you went live like recently.
No, so I started going live. Well, okay, I started going live about 2.5 years ago, but I started getting into these debates about 3 years ago. That's when I first found KD and started joining.
Oh, I see.
Wait, Ed Mott, that's like a very serious blunder. Unless you're a Unitarian somehow and adopt the Christian view, because God consists of three persons in one essence. Jesus Christ is God. Like, what are you talking about? Bro said, well, Christian has nothing to do with God.
Well, he's a Catholic, so automatically makes him based.
But yeah,
Oh,
no.
Ed is a Catholic?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think. Don't put me on
Maybe
that.
we should have a discussion about the filioque.
What?
The filioque.
I don't know what that is.
One of our biggest contentions between Catholics and Orthodox.
That's right.
Anybody else want to come up and address the prompt?
Hey, while we're waiting for people to join, Modal Logic, what's up? I don't think I've ever seen you before.
You've seen me plenty of times, just on a different account.
Oh,
That's
that
because this is
explains it.
alt. Yeah.
What is the other account?
You might know my old name by Elephant, my new name by Ben.fbr.
Oh, that's the end of the accounts. I
was a moderator on your panel, actually.
I don't remember you. I'm sorry.
All good. I was a moderator on your panel, though.
He's around here pretty often. He's like top tier debater.
Yeah, look, it's probably just because you haven't been on my live in a while. I usually just stick to my live. I'll join like other people's lives once in a while, but it's like once every couple of weeks or something.
I'm Yo, Christian Center, you better come up here right now, boy. You're gonna get slimed. Anyways, you guys should follow him. He's famous, rich, and popular.
Who?
Christian Center.
Oh.
He's my friend.
Oh, okay.
He's rich?
Well, not rich. He's actually broke his shit. He's just famous.
Is he famous? Is he even what?
Yeah.
I mean, he has
953k followers. What?
Wait, really?
Why does he have almost 1 million followers?
I told.
Oh my
I kind of told you.
I thought you were just joking. That is kind of famous, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought you were joking. Why is there a dude with 1 million followers in here? What the fuck?
He's in the debate com. He's my friend.
Oh. Oh, he's like top tier too.
No. He's new-ish.
Oh.
New-ish.
Well, either way, no one could reach BT3's level, so it doesn't really matter.
Nobody can reach my level.
Well, he didn't buy me one of my favorite Rocket League skins, so I kind of slimed him out and called him broke. So that's pretty much why.
Oh, you play Rocket League? Do you play it on PlayStation?
I have PC.
Oh, too many buttons for me. Man, it's gonna be a pass.
PC gaming is where it's at.
That's right.
Way too many buttons.
Voiceless. I just want you to keep in mind, we could have picked so many better games to play, but we had to settle for the finals because you're on console.
Don't you have Warzone?
Yeah, but I'm not playing that garbage. What?
Yeah, I guess. Don't you have like Battlefield 6?
No.
Wait, can I tell something to just Spartan real quick?
Yeah. Oh, he's top tier too, so good luck.
His bio is a little conflicting, considering it says he's a Catholic, but he's also an abortion abolitionist. Those two views are incompatible, and that's just well, I guess it depends what you mean by abolitionist, but as traditionally understood, like an abortion abolitionist, those people want to say that you have to be a Protestant and stuff like that. That's like one of the tenets of abolitionism.
Well,
specifically Norman abolitionism.
Well,
so I mean, you can agree with like most things they're saying. Like it's always wrong. There's no medical exceptions. Yada 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 yada. But there's still one very large distinction is that you couldn't possibly be like an abolitionist like how they want to talk about it because you're not a Protestant.
Well, hold on. I think there's some something going around the air that maybe Catholics might be starting their own abolitionist movement. Who knows? The Catholic abolitionists. Maybe that's why.
Well, I think abolitionism is false, guys. Come on.
Well, modal. There's a very important distinction between Norman abolitionists and just plain old abolitionists. You know, like Norman abolitionists, yeah, you have to base your shit on religion, and you got to be all or nothing. But like, I would consider myself an abolitionist because I'm completely against abortion. But
Do you
I'm
give
not
any exceptions at all,
No,
like broadly?
no.
None.
No
Like
exceptions.
even
Abortion
if
is
like
always wrong.
getting one abortion saved 75 trillion people, you'd still say that's immoral.
Okay. In reality, abortion is always wrong. There's never gonna be a
Okay,
case
well,
where
I
you
wouldn't
have to get
say
an
I
abortion
wouldn't
to
want to
save.
say you should commit to that either. I think there's probably fine abortions in the case like it's medically necessary. I don't know if it's
That is
like
a medically necessary abortion.
well, the whole point, like even if it exists in reality that there aren't medically necessary abortions, I would still say or give that exception. Like if it's possible in the world that somebody would die without getting an abortion, I'd say you should get an abortion then, right?
Yeah, sure.
I
Look,
well, I
if
guess
we
to be
were
fair, my definition of abortion is entirely different than your definition, probably. All I say, or all I mean by abortion, are lethal terminations of pregnancy. That's it. I don't mean anything else, anything over and above that.
Yeah, I mean, I would pretty much define it the same way. The only difference is I would add that it has to be an intrauterine pregnancy because I use the CDC definition. But
Yeah,
that's the only difference there.
I don't grant any of that. Like, see, the thing is, I think elective abortions are wrong. Where those happen, like if you get an ectopic pregnancy, I think abortions are fine.
Well, you don't treat ectopic with an abortion. You treat ectopic with laparoscopic surgery or methotrexate.
No. I'm not saying how you don't treat it. I'm saying theoretically, if it were the case, if somebody were to die, then getting the abortion is justified. Like that's the whole point.
Yeah,
Like
sure. So
I'm actually one of the pro-lifers, one of the few pro-lifers that would say like, well, look, I give these exceptions, but I'm very strict on the exceptions. There has to be like rules about the exceptions. There has to be certain understandings about these exceptions. Like a lot of pro-lifers are generally just incrementalists, which I'm also an incrementalist, but most of them are like cowards, and they're like, well, let's take it really slow, guys. And no. That ain't me, twin. We are going to get rid of the most amount of privations of evil as possible.
Yeah. No, look, if we did live in like some kind of alternate reality where there were medical conditions that could only be treated by abortions, then yeah, I'd give the medical exception. But since we live in our current reality where we have C-sections and early inductions and actual treatments for all these medical conditions, I'm not going to give a medical exception because it's not realistic.
I don't know. There is a Catholic on TikTok. She's really smart in terms of like biology and stuff. There's multiple. I know a few.
Who is that?
And she could tell you that there is actually like things that like warrants an abortion or necessitates an abortion. There's a few. One named Eminem. She's very smart. She's like a nurse. She's really smart. Another one named Fawn, if you know who that is. She's
Yeah, I
very
know who
smart.
that is. Yeah. I mean, I would have to. I don't know who this Eminem person is. But I have to.
I basically just take John's view. Yeah, that's right. I pretty much hold the same view John does. At least relative to like pragmatic abortions anyway. Or pragmatics. Oops, I think I accidentally followed this person that came up.
I do that all the time.
I think I might
This-
have. I can't remember. I think I might know them. I can't remember.
This account I cannot follow anybody. I just must get follows.
Oh.
My main account I follow people back. Like I'm not
Whoa, Izzy, I can't remember if I.
We're friends. We follow each other, so I'm going to assume we've spoken before.
Oh yeah. I think I do. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah. What do you?
Are you pro-choice?
No.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I
good.
do know you. Yeah, I do know you. Okay.
I just wanted to address the first question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I mean, I'm a Catholic as well. And
W.
I think
Apostolic
Thank
faiths are good. You just should come to the one true church, by the way, though.
It's sort of another day.
when you next have a council that you can all agree on something, I'll join.
Sorry for another day.
Sorry, that was all in jest. I apologize.
It's all
But
good.
so in terms of banning abortion, I mean, this is how I actually kind of meet a middle ground with a lot of people that are pragmatically pro-choice, is we just look at, in terms of like elective abortions, what are the main reasons in which a lot of people are having them? And ultimately, it's going to be down to some sort of like financial reason. So I think that we can absolutely, like, whether you take a more kind of leftist stance on economics or you take a more right stance on economics, both can work, to which we can like actually implement policy to improve people's material conditions so that when they do come across unexpected pregnancies, they feel that, you know, their financial situation is not a pressure in which they feel like obliged to abort.
Yo, but what if they're a laissez-faire capitalist?
If they're a laissez-faire capitalist, well, I'm not a laissez-faire capitalist. But
One of
I
my
mean-
friends, he's like very staunchly pro-choice. He's like known as like the pro-choice final boss on TikTok. He's like a really, 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 really good debater. He's like very staunchly capitalist. So you'd probably address something like that. Like, what would you say to somebody that might have an, like, maybe typically a evictionist? They might very strongly think that abortion is wrong morally, like you shouldn't do it, but you should have access to do it because your body is your property and you should be able to remove things in your property.
I mean, it just leads to really bad hills. And if you ask me,
I mean, I think so too, but like,
I feel like the issue there is when you're speaking with an evictionist, you really have to get to the bottom of like how far their principles go, and then you kind of get into those reductios. You kind of have got to dismantle the position of evictionism.
Just Spartan, I know it's compatible with charity, like that's entirely true, but the whole point is that I think she said the government provides them with material conditions. Laissez-faire capitalism wouldn't want to say something like that. They'd probably want to say like, of course you can donate to charity, do what you want with your money. It's just the government shouldn't be in control at all with what you do with your money.
Yeah, so in terms of, I mean, look, it can apply either way. If you want a systematic kind of welfare state, I mean, in the UK we have things like nationalised healthcare and stuff like that. But this is kind of separate to the issue. But in terms of what I would say to that individual is, I would say, well, in terms of like voluntarism, where, you know, we have these groups which voluntarily, you know, are non-profit and do these charities, I think that's something we can all work towards with improving it. And it can just come from that voluntary position. But again, that's going to be dependent on other things.
Well, speaking of that, if you know, in the UK, because I've spoken to Genesis about this multiple times, because he has this position pragmatically pro-choice. Like, okay, the UK has some of these systems that he's asking for, but abortion is still legal. It's still common there, is it not? So, like, how is this not a distraction? Because, like, I don't see how it's mutually exclusive that you can have both of these things, these social systems, and ban it at the same time. I don't see how it's mutually not. I don't see how it's not. I don't see how it is mutually exclusive. Sorry.
And again, it's not to say that like there are. It's more to say that like in terms of the process of banning it, I think if we did that hand in hand with policy that, you know, or even just charitable work that supports those in need, I think that that's a really good, like, beneficial way forward. I mean, in the UK, we don't see, I mean, this is down to per capita. We've got a much smaller population than you guys. We don't see as many abortions per capita, but there's a different process in the UK to get one. But then again, our life ethics is really upside down. Like, we're about to legalize, like, assisted unaliving and stuff like that, so...
Oh, I thought it was already illegal.
73 million abortions a year, man. Oof.
Yeah, 1/3 of Gen Z.
Yeah.
Gone. Yeah.
So if I'm not correct, didn't they decriminalize late-term abortions in the UK?
Yes. And it was
Nice.
also... Yeah, and it was also, up until, like, 2012, it's still legal for some conditions like Down syndrome, but, like, before 2012, it was legal up to 9 months, up to birth, to have an abortion if your baby had, like, a cleft lip.
Yeah, I knew that.
Which is, like, insane. Like, what?
That's disgusting. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah.
That's really smart. Intelligent, highly intelligent.
Yeah, we're pretty backwards over here, in terms of that. So that's something.
Well,
I'd like
the
to see
UK has
change.
never had good reasoning skills, so I mean that's probably expected.
This is true. Ever since that pesky Reformation, man.
Yeah.
Like that.
They really need to pick up the logic textbooks, man. It's looking bad.
Get some modal logic in there.
Yeah, we do have
Actually, true. I'm a high tier interlocutor, as they say.
absolutely. We do have a high tier interlocutor as well. Actually, in the comments, her name is actually interlocutor. She's pretty up there.
Who?
She's in the comments. Her name is literally interlocutor.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think we're looking at the same comment.
I wonder if they could assess the semantic consequence relation in a conditional statement and justify it.
Probably could. No, she's in the viewer. She hasn't commented anything, but
Oh,
she's
okay.
like, yeah, she's like up there at BT3 basically. It's that.
Oh god. Oh god.
Wishless. If I start
Dude,
turning
BT3 is buns, bro.
This is the part where I say that I'm unfortunately not an analytic philosopher. I'm not a big fan of analytic philosophy.
What do you think about
Hello?
continental philosophy? Like
I'm a continental
Hegelian
philosopher all the way.
Like
That's
Hegelian
what I
Hello.
prefer to.
philosophy?
I mean, I'm currently doing my degree in philosophy, and that's what I prefer.
Oh,
What do you think
nice.
What do you think about Hegelian philosophy?
Are we still talking about abortion?
Oh, yeah.
Just hold on one second. What do you think about Hegelian philosophy?
The thing is with continental philosophy is it's real, like, some people are super easy to read, and then you get other people that are, like, just miserable to read.
My friend, I don't know if you know who he is. He's like he's literally considered the best active debater on TikTok. His name's Cool Guy. He's a Hegelian. He's like,
Is he? Interesting. I'd love to.
yeah, he's an idealist, a dialetheist.
I enjoy some of Hegel. I'll have to tune in.
I mean, I too might be a dialetheist. I just don't know if it's compatible on to like my views on theism. So I'm kind of sympathetic to a semantic form of dialetheism.
I would like Cool Guy to run the ones with BT3. He would
Would be an absolute dude. He wouldn't. Cool Guy would not waste his time, bro. Come on.
So
All right. What's
you're
your
against abortion, 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're strongly against abortion. Yes.
Okay, why?
Because it's immoral.
Okay, so when does the human life begin to you? Start.
What? Conception?
When?
Consent.
Yeah,
If I take this one,
and do you have any source that would prove that?
Yeah, like 98% of embryologists and biologists amongst a 5,500 survey in the United States and across the country came to a consensus that human life starts at conception, or life in general actually starts at conception. 86% of the embryologists and biologists are pro-choice too. So the vast majority of them are pro-choice, and they still think that life begins at conception. It's just true biologically because things or organisms don't grow unless they're alive. And, well,
And
a zygote grows.
why do you think they're for abortion then, pro-choice?
Well, it's because there can be things that are living, but they're still fine with unaliving things that are living. Like, for example, people are fine, like a lot of irrational bad people are fine with brutally torturing cows in a factory farm. A lot of people are fine with like cutting grass. There's a relevant part to life that matters to pro-choicers, right? Typically, two relevant parts. There could be like considerations for bodily autonomy, and there could also be considerations for an experiencer, right? That's what they say. They don't care about whether or not it's living. That's like entirely irrelevant. Like nobody really cares. That conversation is like,
Where'd he go?
really, maybe he left.
Oh no. Have you spoken to Drovo? I think his name Drovo. I can't remember.
DRV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's quite the guy.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
can I take?
Yeah. You can take the next one, Mr. Cat Milk. Hopefully that milk is not expired.
I was talking to Kojo, and I told him that he's probably the next hopefully he's the next pro-lifer to go famous, but that's because he's like way smarter than any famous pro-lifer. It's like not even close.
Yeah. He should debate on Jubilee. I want to see that.
Well, unless Liam or like some extremely high tier from this com somehow manages to get to Jubilee before him, like literally nobody has a chance.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, I mean, if they put him on Jubilee, they got to put him against people who can actually challenge him in the episode, which I don't think they're gonna be able to find anyone.
I mean,
Well,
I
there's
don't know
not
how
very
they
many
have
people
to
that
do
could.
that. I've seen plenty of Jubilee videos where the people in the. I'm assuming you're talking about like the circle thing where people
Yeah, they're
like.
surrounded. That's what it is. Surrounded.
Yeah, I've seen so many of those videos where all the people in the circle are like so fucking bottom tier compared to the person in the middle, and like they can't do anything.
The
Like
only
it's
one is
The
Jordan
smartest,
Peterson.
famous pro-lifer is Trent Horn. Yeah,
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 absolutely. Well,
yeah.
but Kojo is like tiers above that guy too. So it's like we need to get that guy famous.
Starting to
Yeah.
studying philosophy though, so it's such a weird moment because I'll be watching a Trent Horn video and he'll just be like, and this guy says, and it's like one of my lecturers.
I love Trent Horn. He's
I-
awesome, but
Catholic.
I think we need to get. I think we need to get Kojo popular, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be so for real. By the way, I really don't like the surrounded videos because, like, I don't know how many of them you guys have seen, but it always ends up being like someone comes up to the middle, right, and then the person they're debating is like spitting facts and trying to like make a good point, and it's not like they raise the flags when the person that's there is saying something they don't like. It's they raise their flags when the person they're trying to debate starts bringing up good points because they don't want to hear the good points.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Yeah.
it
every time it gets
happens.
interrupted by that. It sucks. It's such a
That flag
horrible way to
system is
debate.
so silly.
Christian Center is gonna promote Kojo. Let's go, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, someone new in the panel. Georgia, what's your age for TikTokers?
I think I know Georgia. I could
Like
be
the
wrong.
state. I've been there
And
before.
they left for some reason. Well, Candy is an intellectual titan. She's like the best religion debater.
Okay, dude. Holy. The best
not
religious
racist.
debater I've ever seen on TikTok that's Christian is his name is Hegel fan. That guy is insane. Either that or Agan. Agan or Hegel fan. One of those two.
The best religion. I think the best debater is Mac.
Oh, dear heavens. Mac wouldn't even have like a tiny bit of a percent chance against Hegel fan. Like genuinely.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to boost up K so he can get famous. I actually asked him. I actually asked if he tutors. He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Voiceless, by the way,
Yeah.
I think it might be about time for a restart.
No, it's very active live. I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
there's 7 people in here and 3 of them are us.
Well, if you invite it to more people, it might be better. Actually, there's more traction around this time of the day.
There is, but hear me out. Do a restart, and this time get up to like 2 or 3K likes before you let anyone up. That should keep it like active longer, because when I first joined, we were at like almost 20 viewers pretty consistently, and then it started dropping off.
Yeah,
the algorithm-
maybe I should do that. I have to consider that. Okay, maybe I should.
Yeah.
But y'all
Yeah, the
better be
algorithm,
there. Seriously, no crash. Otherwise, I'm gonna crash out.
Yeah. I was just gonna say the algorithm really doesn't like it when you let people up before you get like a certain amount of likes. It stops showing the live to a lot of people.
This is far too confusing. This stuff. Not gonna lie.
It's it's really simple. Just get a bunch of likes before you let people up. I always go for 3K, but like 2K works fine as well. It just depends on how many followers you have. And
okay.
If someone comes up and obviously starts like mic spamming or like saying slurs and shit, drop them immediately.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. I'll try to put up to 15K. See where that takes us.
15K.
That should be easy, right? You tap
15,000.
Yeah.
Dude, just go for like 3K.
Okay. That's pretty reasonable. All right. I'll restart. Y'all better be there. And Rome, submit to Rome's authority. All right.
Yeah, everyone tap the screen after the restart. We'll get to 3K and then he'll let guests up.
All right.
Sounds good.
I gave you 1 like.
That's not sufficient.
I gave you 2.
All right. All right. I'm gonna restart.
Okay.
Fuck!